It's football night in the UP. The scores are in. The highlights are captured. And now, it's time for the fifth down.
The Marquette football team had a chance to make some history tonight in their game against Kingsford. With a win, Marquette would capture a Great Northern Conference title outright for the first time since 1976, and they would be in a position for a playoff spot. Kingsford would also have a shot at a wild card playoff spot with a win of their own. Let's go to Marquette Senior High School for the GNC tilt between Marquette and Kingsford. The Redmen setting the tone early. Isaac Johnson breaks the tackle, and he's going to run over Tyler Kopp of Kingsford for a big gain. And a few plays later, sophomore quarterback Austin Riddle, he's going to keep the ball, but as he sprints down the sidelines, you're going to see Riddle come up limp. He would leave the game with an apparent right hip flexor and not return. In his place, Robert Apple, and he stepped up big. Here's Apple connecting with Colin Hicks. That would give Marquette the 10-0 lead. Later, on fourth down, it's Apple calling his own number. He's going to sprint to the sidelines, keeping the ball. He's going to get the edge, and down the sidelines he goes, deep in Kingsford territory before he's knocked out, setting up this. And why not just toss it up to Hicks? Once again, Hicks catching the ball at its highest point. He's going to come down with it. It's 17-0 Marquette. Then in the second quarter, Apple with the dot to Justin Jumaru. Marquette captures their first GNC title since '76 with a 31-7 win over Kingsford.
Well, when it was his time, he stepped up and he's been waiting. And to his credit, he shows up at practice. He gets his reps, and he just waited patiently. And when it was his time, he knew what to do, and he took advantage of it. I can't even describe the feelings that I have right now because I'm so happy for these kids.
I mean, I was kind of nervous at first because I haven't touched the ball at all in offense this year, really, but once the first couple throws came in and you realize that, hey, I'm pretty comfortable, I just started to relax, and it was all from there. And the teammates helped me out too. They really coached me up, actually. They got me going.
Marquette ends the season 5-4 overall. Kingsford falls to 4-5. It's now a waiting game for the Redmen. Their fate will be decided Sunday night when the playoff matchups are announced. A pair of 6-2 teams going at it as Westwood hosted Negaunee. Winner of the game gave themselves a good chance at hosting a first-round playoff game. First quarter, Westwood already up 8-0. Taylor Delangelo with the quarterback keeper for the Westwood touchdown. The two-point try was good also, making it 16-0 Westwood. The Patriots, they weren't done yet. Second quarter, Eric Anderson, he's going to run it in to make the score 22-0 Patriots. Negaunee going on a drive towards the end of the second quarter and trying to get on the scoreboard as Jason Waterman drops back. He's going to throw it up in a triple coverage, and Westwood's defense is going to come down with the interception. This wasn't Negaunee's night tonight. Westwood with the big victory, 42-14 to finish the season 7-2. Negaunee's six-game winning streak comes to an end, and they finish 6-3 on the season.
We always talk about winning the neighborhood, and you try to beat the Ishpemings and Negaunees. That's our neighborhood, and for the first time, and I don't know forever, our kids did that tonight, and I couldn't be more prouder of them. It's a great group.
Let's go now to Calumet. The Copper Kings, they're in the postseason looking to secure home field. Lance still with an outside shot at the playoffs. Third quarter, it's 30-14 Calumet. Scott Locust gives it to Jaden Garapi. He fights through a couple arm tackles to the end zone. It's 38-14. With just under 2 minutes left in the third quarter, Locust is going to call his own number. Great blocking there on the perimeter. Copper Kings rolling now 44-14. To Lance's credit, they never quit fighting in this one. Flash Gannon, that's really his name, and it's fitting here as Flash with a huge run. He falls into the end zone for 6, but it's Calumet who takes this one 50-28. They end the season at 7-1. Lance falls to 4-5. Well, we had a battle of winless teams tonight as Gwinn hosted Munising. One team would end their season with that first win. Second quarter, Model Towners leading 8-0. Driving again, Caleb Anderson keeps the ball on the quarterback draw. He runs it in 16 yards as he leaps into the end zone. Gwinn goes up 14-0. Fast forward now to the fourth quarter to Quan Starnes. He's one of the fastest players in the UP, and he's going to show off that speed here. There he goes 50 yards for 6. Model Towners go up 34-0. Munising still playing hard. Josh Hootery connects with Bryce Bowerman on a 9-yard pass and catch. It's going to make the score 34-7. In the end, that's how the game finishes. Gwinn ends their season on a high note, topping the Mustangs 34-7. Some more scores for you. Escanaba tops Swartz Creek tonight, 35-19. Gladstone, they fell to Oscoda 40-0. Iron Mountain, they wrap up a perfect regular season beating Gogebic 42-18. West Iron County becomes playoff eligible with a 33-14 win over Norway. Menominee, they topped Hopkins 48-38 and earned an automatic playoff berth. In Hancock, they play their way to the playoff bubble with a 28-6 win over Houghton. In the 8-player league, Kearney-Nadeau, they end their season on a high note, beating North Dickinson 58-38. In Pickford, they blanked Brimley 63-0. Rudyard, they have no problem with Newberry tonight. Bulldogs win 34-8. In Forest Park, they continue to roll as well, this time over Ontonagon 52-6.
Some memorable games tonight.
Yeah, great win there for the Marquette Redmen to do something that hasn't been done since 1976. And I actually played at Marquette, so I was one of those teams that failed to win that GNC title. But that's just very amazing. And to do it with a backup quarterback after your starting quarterback goes down early. Sometimes when that happens, it could really make or break a team. Sometimes teams will fold. But this team really rallied around Robert Apple and they got it done. So definitely a good win there for the Redmen.
Okay, Jake, thank you. When we come back, Tom will have one last look at the weather.